Right. Well, hopefully now I should be audible. Audible.com. Let's put some smooth jazz on again. Oh, actually, yes. Crimbus. Hello, Brian CC. Delightful Crombus music. You are first, I just started. Oh, I'm started now. Oh, you really got me started. Let's reload this and get the actual live up so that I can share it. Yippee! Let's pop it in here. Then let's post that here. Alright. I'm gonna need to see Gohan and Goten fuse, or see Goten and Bulla have a kid in the future. I'll get right onto animating that. Gohan and Goten. What would their fusion name be? Gotan? Gohen? Gohen! That's awful. I love that. Right, where was I? Tenhan? You wouldn't take the second syllable of each, of the first one, and the second syllable of the second. That doesn't make any sense. It's gotta be first syllable, second syllable.
Your universe? If...
Hello, Stickwick. My Eve has certainly been.
If...
I've mostly just been doing this all day. Hello, Vash. Hello, Heem.
So...
So, 3 more.
So... So...
There we go. Love the series, by the way. Yeah, I'm glad. I did make it to be enjoyed. Stickwick, I'm actually glad you're here. Are you still here? Because I have something I wanted to tell you. Hate the series, by the way. Thanks, Wes. Stickwick, I am, for October of next year, working on a Castlevania abridged. Gonna do like one every Halloween. And so obviously I want to get work in now so that I can just do it a little bit on the side. And I don't have anyone in mind in particular yet, but I wanted to ask if you would like to be in it, because you have the right accent.
It is my...
What? Yes, yes? I mean, if you're not that enthusiastic about it, maybe I'll find someone else. It's okay. Can I be in it? No.
My then it is my then it is
It's like 2. I should probably just do... Thanks, Brian. Gogeta did not make this happen.
then it is my responsibility. My
You do not sound like a European peasant. Oh, I actually forgot. Here, let me put this on. Get jollied. Hello, everybody. Happy Grumbus. Thank you, Achilles. I can theoretically. No, you can't. This is the stream where e-begging became legal. No, I invited Stickwick. I didn't invite any of the rest of you. Wes, are you busy right now? Like, do you want to, like, join me for this little Crimbus for bonanza? Oh my god, face. I do have one of those. I have some hair up here as well. It's all the way up at the top.
then it is my
Be joking it today? Not on camera. So yes, movie. I don't know what that means. You'll have to elaborate for me. For now, let's call Wes.
sponsor is my responsibility. My it is my then it is my responsibility. And it is my
Yeah, she has to go. Fucking traitor. Absolute traitor. Can you believe this guy? Let me move this closer. There we go. That's much better, isn't it? I'm now right inside your ear. Oh, I need to cough real quick. There you go, you're safe.
Then it is my responsibility.
I like you, Kai. I like you too. You're a nice guy, Achilles. You've always helped me out through the many binds in the early days, and I will always appreciate it. I hope that, like, the farm life is doing you good, because you deserve it.
Then it is my responsibility. It's my responsibility.
That should just be a close, like a half. Then we're gonna want this. I'm moving to Seattle, and I know some farmers there. Dude, I hope that goes well for you. Jesus, that's a big, big transitionary period. Oh, now this guy wants to be on the stream. Oh, yeah, all right. Hey, babe, how's it going? He doesn't even answer. Oh, there he is. There he is. We got him. Hello. Loki sounds like Frost is tweaking. Frost is having a great time saying responsibility 50 times. 50-hour drive? I don't envy you. Wes, did you... I've done a first draft of the first actual scene of Castlevania Abridged, and I was wondering if you would like to read through it with me, because obviously I want you to play all the little creatures.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I could do that.
You are, yourself, a bit of a little creature.
I am something of a little creature, yes.
Yeah. How's your Crimbus going? Do you guys celebrate that in Canada, or do you have, like, Hooveni Day?
By Crimbus, you mean Christmas, yeah?
Yeah. Actually,
No,
you're
we got
native
this other thing.
Canadian. Do you like skin a woman's legs for your Christmas? Is that your thing?
We actually just like skin the local police.
Oh,
Just as a tradition, you know.
damn. Well, best of luck to you, because, you know, I heard
Oh, we
that
already
the-
got that covered. Yeah, we
Oh,
got
you
the
did
pig
it?
in the oven, you know.
Wow, okay. So your pigs are out of the blankets, really, if you think about it.
All right. I can't say long, but
Yeah,
let's get
you
this,
have like an
little
actual
thing.
family and people who love you. I can be
Yes,
here as long as I want.
Okay, so who am I
I'll-
all reading?
So the whole scene, it's just when Lisa, who becomes Lisa Tepesh, Lisa of Lupa, shows up to Dracula's castle, and she, you know, asks him to teach her science in the original. In this one, it's a little different.
Naturally.
Yeah. So it's a
Okay,
little-
I've never
little
seen
different.
it, so I'm just gonna.
Would you like to be the
Do you want to read a
narrator?
character, or
Oh, well, you be the narrator and Lisa, and I'll be Dracula.
sounds good? Okay.
This is a first draft, by the way.
what's this?
First draft, so don't take it as gospel. I'm going to change a bunch of this.
Castlevania Abridged, Episode 1. Dracula gets a visitor.
Stop. There's no question mark. Stop it.
Ooh, that was good. Okay. Whew. Oh, I'm gonna pass out. Hold on. Whew.
I should put.
Okay, I'm good.
There we go.
Okay.
Clarification.
Open on a woman walking towards Dracula's castle, whistling a jaunty tune through a field of skeletons on spikes. She knocks on his door. Nothing happens. She knocks again. Cut to Dracula in his castle.
I swear, you tell them politely to get lost, it doesn't work. You put up a no solicitors sign, it doesn't work. You put fucking skeletons on spikes outside, it doesn't work. I'll bet it's those wagon insurance people again. At least I get to give them a little scare.
The knocking keeps getting more and more intense. The door opens ominously. Hello? The automatic door is very impressive. I was wondering if I could speak to the owner of this fine castle. Dracula appears on the stairs.
Before you stands Vlad Tepesh Dracula, Lord of the Vampires and King of the Night. No cold callers, no soliciting, and no, I don't want double bloody glazing.
Whoa, that's a long title. I'm Lisa. I must say, I love the
Aesthetic.
I love the enthusiastic. Oh, aesthetic. Sorry, I'm blind, I fear. Sorry, viewers. I love the aesthetic of all this. The fake skeletons outside, the dark, broody atmosphere in here. Very diligent.
Those are real skeletons. Now, tell me what you want before I eat you.
Mr. Vladula.
It's faux shock, so it's like, Mr. Flatula, like that. Real pearl clutching.
Hold on, I can't see the bottom.
Just do it again.
Okay. So forward.
I haven't
should
done my
ask to
line. You
eat
do your line,
Oh,
fucker.
Sorry, I just read that. I thought
He's
you
drunk off. No. I was saying like you said it. You read it wrong. And yeah, if you use the word
Mr.
goofy in my chat
Vladula.
one more fucking time, I'm gonna time you out. Yeah, it's like Mr. Vladula, like you know. Hey, Chance. Hello, Marina. Yep,
Who's
sorry.
acting unkosher in the comments?
Who's doing what? Sorry. Oh, it's Brian CC. He is like getting shocked that I dared say the word fuck. Couldn't be me.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, right? Who does that? I just used the word goofy
My-
like 3 times in a row. Fucking.
What the goof?
We're listening
The
to
goof?
we're listening to 2 husky homosexuals while they whisper sweet nothings into the microphone.
Oh, burp.
Right, yeah. So, Mr. Vladulus,
It's Dracula.
So forward. You shouldn't ask to eat a lady before the first date.
Why are you here?
Oh, the people of my village asked me to leave, and I saw this gorgeous castle and thought to myself, you know what that place needs? A woman's touch.
Why were you exiled?
I have no idea. All I ever do is try to help people. Just yesterday, this one gentleman had a terrible gash on his leg from boar hunting. So I did what any sane person would do and sealed the wound.
All right, that makes sense. A good bandage would staunch the bleeding and reduce the risk of infection.
Oh, we didn't have bandages, so I used dirt. There's a moment of silence.
I wonder how loud you'd scream if I took you to the dungeon.
Again with the flirting. You have such a one-track mind, Mr. Dracula.
Mr. Tepesh! Heed me, woman. This castle is steeped in blood, and the shadows crawl with beasts.
I admit it needs a bit of a clean, but don't be so dramatic. Now, why don't we go take a look around?
Take a look around?
Well, if you insist. She walks off into the next room where his science lab is. My word, look at this kitchen.
This is a science laboratory.
I could cook such wondrous meals here. What do you like to eat?
The vitae of the young.
Oh, lamb chops sound lovely. Great idea.
You... I suppose having a housemaid and cook wouldn't be so bad. Listen, woman. You may live in my home, but in return, you shall cook meals and clean. But know this, that shall be the extent of our relationship.
They were married the following
They were
year.
married for the following year.
That's it. That's the first scene.
That is lovely. Thank you so much. I'm loving it. What
Thanks,
does the
gonna be
dear
good
chat
fun.
have to say about all this?
It sucks. Kill yourself. When's the next episode of Dragon Ball Super Abridged? TFS did it better. What is this, a budget Helsing Ultimate? Like, you know, just usual stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, ignore Achilles saying you make me smile. That's, you know, grimace with rage, I think is what he means.
We are listening to two zesty-ass grown-ass men doing some goofy-ass doing a voice. What the fuck are you saying?
Is that Brian?
Yeah.
Time him out. 5 minutes.
Goodbye, Brian.
Then it is my responsibility to ensure
It's gotta be...
His last message was, I don't know myself.
I don't know myself.
Hello, Brian.
Kai's Dracula voice is solid.
My Alucard voice is superior. You think you
Yeah,
are a
well,
true
you should hear
Belmont?
My Lisa voice or whatever the fuck her name was.
Yes, well, you know, you should suck my cock and balls.
True.
Okay.
Nom nom.
Oh, wow.
You know what? Fuck stopping Dracula, let's just have homosexual sex.
Sounds good.
I prefer the Dracula, honestly. Alright, well, I prefer you to shut the fuck up. It's Christmas. I get to be violent today.
To ensure
It's gonna be a big... How have you been anyway?
I've been well. Staying with family up north.
Oh, lovely. How are they?
Yeah. Everyone's doing quite well, it seems.
Ah, good. Even Uncle Jimmy?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, thank God.
relate.
I know your mother's
You win
been
some, you
waiting
lose
on
some.
that inheritance. I once asked her, "Are you close to Uncle Jimmy?" And she said, "I'm close enough to push if he ever stands at a bus stop."
Relations.
Alright, that's kind of awesome.
Oh, how's your friend's son?
Walk's fine, though, dude. I ain't there.
All right.
I ditched them.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Last I talked to him, he was fucking talking about
fucking?
Sonic and the Secret Rings for whatever reason. Kept asking us like, has Sonic ever channeled all 7 of the rings? And his dad just kept telling him like, no.
Fuck off! Leave!
Leave!
If so, then it is my responsibility to ensure positive relations.
I sped up the walk and it looks so funny.
Blap, 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 blap.
Bing.
That's fucking
Let's have
Dude, I enjoyed voicing Frost. You can tell it's got a lot of like the DNA
Yeah.
of my voice. It's very much near my regular range, but it's still like I think it's different enough from Goku, and I really enjoyed doing it.
This is the first time I'm actually hearing of it.
Oh, dude, you want to watch through the scene real quick?
Yeah, I would love to. Thank you.
Okay, I didn't say I would, but I will.
Well,
Our next match is Goku versus Frost.
I learned my lesson last season, Universe 6 Frieza. I'm not gonna let you kill everyone. What an odd introduction. Regardless, it's a pleasure to meet you. I am President Frost, and I can assure you, I have no intent of killing anybody. So you call yourself a president, huh? I knew you were an evil dictator. What? No, I was elected. You know, an election. I don't care if you've got a boner.
that's good.
I have a different voice, obviously, for each form. So, you know, with third form, I went for it's got like a very slight serpentious kind of twang to it.
Oh, let's hear.
Did I overdo it? Mr. Goku, are you alright? Using death rays, huh? I mean, personally, I call them stun lasers. Why don't you just go into your final form already? You know about my final form? Well, it's quite powerful. I'd fear hurting people in the crowd. Don't worry about them.
Hey, worry about us a little.
So he's kind of got a bit more of a serpentine voice to him.
Yeah, I like the sort of gruffer, gravelly to it.
Yeah, and then we have his... and I was like, you probably actually wouldn't know about this at all because I did do a little script rewrite so that Goku has a bit of a back and forth instead of him just doing a speech and then attacking. It felt like, you know, Goku would probably have stuff to say about this, and I also wanted to reflect it back to the previous arc with, like, Frieza not impressing him, and this dude is worse. He can't even match Super Saiyan. So I had a lot of fun adding little bits here, and also my voice for, you know, Final Form Frost is like the first one, but deeper. The first one, you know, it has a little bit of nasaliness to it, and then this one is a lot more, it's down here.
This form
Yeah,
is my
it's-
power unchained. A danger to those around me, friend or foe. Uh-huh. only to be used in the most dire of circumstances.
Yep.
Am I boring you?
I've got about 4 or 5 more forms of my own to get through, and I don't think I'm gonna need any of them.
A shallow and obvious bluff. Now then, prepare yourself.
So it's a lot closer to, you know, Final Form Frieza.
I actually really like that the voice change you do for the final form.
Thank you. Yeah. No, I wanted the final form to be the one I'm most comfortable with and the one that's most contrasted with Goku's by being deeper. But
Yeah, I'd say like the evolution of the voice is it's really good.
I think
the first one really sets him up for that sort of like, you know, I'm an innocent, you know, like president. I'm like a good guy.
Yeah.
And this one is like it's clearly him taking it seriously, and
he's been getting his shit rolled. I've
Unfortunately
done the
for
same
him.
thing. I've done the same thing with Frieza. I've cut out every single time he ever gets the upper hand, except for him shooting the death lasers. Sorry, I mean
Yeah.
stun lasers. I think the third form should be a bit more creepy. That would completely undercut the point of the character. If I make him sound evil and he's supposed to be good, then he'll sound evil. Just, like...
Dad thinks we're lying.
He's deleted the
about
message! You
what he's
can't
saying.
run from the truth! That was Achilles, everyone. That was Achilles that said that. Get him! Get him! Also, take care, Superman. I don't know if you already left. But yeah, no, so I also, another little joke I really like is, 4 or 5 more forms of... He says he's got 4 or 5 more forms. It's 5 if you canonize Daima.
That's hilarious.
But because I started making this before Daima was created, I don't consider Daima canon to this timeline, you know, the DBSA one. So going like, it's about 4 or 5. It depends on continuity, you know? Oh.
That's a cute little joke.
Yeah. I can't remember the... Oh yeah, that's the other thing. The Jarko eyes.
Oh my god, did you implement them?
I did. I want to redraw his mouth as well and give him, like, thick plush lips.
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah, if you want to, go for it. But, like, I like the idea that, like, somehow taking off the goggles gives him plush lips. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone, Frost is cheating. Check him for secret weapons
How can you see that?
with my hyper-advanced goggles.
Those aren't your eyes.
Of course not. Here, let me take them off.
Oh my god.
He looks so high. It's very...
I'm glad you you implemented the other frames that I did.
Yeah. I twiddled around with them a lot, so we got 3 frames closed into, like, half and then open. Dude, spoilers? You know what we're doing on this stream, right? Oh god, it's Maskanata! It is Maskanata! Holy shit! A good question. It's like, Chaco, how did you
What
see the
happened?
poison needle? A good question for another time.
Is that like yellow raisin woman from Force Awakens?
Yeah, the little orangey lady.
Yeah.
Where she's got tiny little eyes and big goggles. That's so good.
Good lord.
Originally, it was a picture of J.D. Vance. Just as the placeholder image. But yeah, no, if we give him, like... and I don't want, like, handsome Squidward masculine plush lips. I want, like, full-on DSLs, you know? Make them
like
shiny.
it did for Hamity.
Bigger.
Oh my, okay.
I want him to look like he could, like, down a whole dick before it even reaches his teeth, you know? What's a DSL? I'll tell you when you're
What's
older.
a DSL?
You're too young for that. Right. Half. Come on. Let's have a goo!
who is like saying that we're like spoiling the show?
That was Mr. Ricky Awesome. He put he after that. But yeah, spoilers is crazy. Get out the editing stream then. Fucking yeah. All you need to do is look at the screen and go, "Oh, he's got editing software open. He's the guy that makes Super Abridged." I'm just kidding. Yeah, but there's gonna be
Isn't it
other
in the
people that
thumbnail?
do the same thing. No, well, the logo is, yeah. Not being serious. Yeah, but
so
I
right.
want to get indignant because it's funny.
Change episode 10's thumbnail?
Yeah. It didn't do so
Looks
good on the...
good.
Thank you. It didn't do so good on the view count, and I thought, okay, well, let me try making, like, a different thumbnail and see if that gives it, like, a second boost. It didn't do too much for it, but I do actually really like the second thumbnail I made.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Let's
Oh, right, yeah, these are the wrong way around. Probably want one extra frame off this. We go to this tab because it's easier to work in. Hello, President Prince 11. Frost became Italian. Have a goo.
have a good
That is not my president.
have a good have a good
Have a goo. Guys, look, it's a 2009 YouTube poop. FFF.
let's have a
I wonder if I can.
let's have
He almost says sex.
He almost says, yeah. Let's
Hello,
sex.
Maroon Maze. Merry Christmas to you too. Well, Merry Christmas Eve, you know, but you get what I mean. I just learned what DSL means. You are older now, so it's okay. Oh shit, Kai, you gonna join the Jackbox game? Does it look like I'm gonna join the Jackbox game? Well, guys, we did a 32-minute stream. Good. I gotta go play a Jackbox game with people that didn't like schedule around me at all. You're 19? Yeah, but you're also 5 minutes older than you were before.
let's have a have a good have a good
There we go. Two
let's
frame
have a
Andy.
good- let's have a good good
I love him saying, "Let's have a good fair match."
fair let's have a good fair match. You can play nice, but I'm onto you.
Goku's such a prick. He doesn't mean to be, but he is. It's kind of the point of the joke, though, right? Like, it's like Homer Simpson. I think Goku's at his funniest when he's an asshole because he doesn't realize he's being one.
You know, it's really funny. Just the whole idea that like one could look at this and be like, "Oh, Goku's at his worst. He's fighting someone who's like kind and whatnot, but he's being a real piece of shit." It's like literally the previous arc, you know. He fucked around and found out, and he's like,
entire planet and killed your granddaughter.
yeah.
something I really like, and it's all about like how things are presented by other characters. Like I've noticed audiences are really susceptible to being influenced by how other characters react to things. A lot of the other characters getting frustrated with Goku has been relatively unfair on him, you know, like so Gohan getting upset that Goku's responsible for Pan dying in episode 3 and 4 technically is kind of at the start. because of him
Yeah,
becoming
like,
a Super
you
Saiyan
didn't
God.
know that would happen.
Yeah, he didn't know that would happen, and, you know, it is really insensitive of him to be like, well, just wish it back into your belly, it'll be fine, it's gonna be alright, we'll just wish a baby to reform in your womb, you know, he's not thinking about, like, the mechanics of it, or the horror of it, you know? Do you think Vegeta should ever call Goku by his Earth name? Like, say it at the end of Z, he says, farewell, Goku. I see, my issue with that is that I never think he should ever say Goku, because it's not part of the arc they have. Vegeta calls Goku Kakarot not as an insult, but out of respect. It's like, this is your name. And at first it was like, I'm going to keep calling you this name because this is the Saiyan name, and Saiyans are great. And I feel like at some point the shift, he calls him Kakarot because to him, he's respecting Goku as a Saiyan. And so, no,
Yeah, there's an interesting, like, arc in itself where it starts off as sort of him kind of being insulting to him being respectful.
Yeah. And I think there are certain elements that a character shouldn't compromise or bend on at all.
On to you.
Like, you know, I don't think Vegeta would ever really stop calling him that because it's a matter of his own pride as a Saiyan. I think fundamentally what it comes down to is how well you understand the character, you know? And I think for the arc to be so simple as, like, Vegeta goes from calling him by name that is not his name to name that is his name is such, like, a... It shows such a lack of, like, understanding of who Vegeta is. You're just thinking about, like, the most direct path to a very key difference. The difference between him going, your name is Kakarot, and you are my friend, Kakarot, you know, which obviously doesn't say either of those things, but that being the concept, that he goes from calling him Kakarot insulting to Kakarot friend, is so much more nuanced than if he just changed the whole name. I think when he searches for Goku in the anime, he asks, have you seen a Saiyan named Goku? Which, yeah, that's probably because, like, other people wouldn't know him by the name Kakarot, right? That one's purely out of
Makes sense to me.
practicality. But yeah, I think there's a lot more nuance to him referring to him as Kakarot now as a term of, like, you are a Saiyan, I will treat you with the respect of one by using your Saiyan name. That being, like, their special thing. I mean, you take my friend Marina, right? I'm the only person that calls her Mina. Everyone else calls her Rena. And it's because, you know, when we met, Marina, I shorthanded the M and the Ina. Whereas, you know, other people would just use Rena from the end. And so, since other people don't do that, she doesn't, like, get upset that I call her Mina. It's just the way I refer to her. It's my term of endearment. Yeah, Vegeta sees Goku as, if not an equal, at the very least he's respected as a warrior. I think he sees Goku as an equal now.
I think the reason it's worded like that is because he's above Vegeta.
Yeah, but Vegeta would never, like, truly view him as above. Anytime Vegeta's ever viewed Goku as above him, it's been an inspiration for him to get stronger.
Mhm.
It's what I find so compelling about Vegeta, though.
You complain. Nice, but nice. But
Ridiculous.
Take care, Achilles.
but I'm
Probably 3 frames for that.
Come on. You can play nice, but I'm on to you.
Make this 2 frames.
To you. To you.
Magic Goku mouth. Let's have a look. I see your reasoning. I just see it as Vegeta respecting his Earth heritage. In GT, he refers to himself as an Earthling and says he losing another home in the Black Dragon arc. Yeah, but GT is trash, so we don't pay any attention to that. It doesn't count. Even Piccolo hasn't completely lost who he was. Yep. Oh, yeah, you said something else here. Yeah, Vegeta ain't perfect. He struggles, and that's what makes him interesting, and it's nice to have a character who will never compromise on certain traits or behaviors. I don't think those are flaws of his or struggles, though. I mean, the way I'm writing Vegeta is that he's definitely caught between his idealistic view of what a king of Saiyans should be, and, you know, the happiness he already has. He just needs to, like, accept his life is good, and that he doesn't need to pursue something so warped. So what I'm going to use Cabba for is that Cabba is a great way of illustrating to him that the measure of a good king might not be by his own metrics alone. It's not power and domination and people that follow you. Sometimes it's, you know, compassion, kindness, and making the right decisions that benefit everybody. It's always, obviously, not always as black and white as that, but, you know, you need to kind of pendulum the effect. Vegeta should definitely get more spotlight as the main guy, or at least let him finish more fights with him at the center. See, I don't think Vegeta winning fights is what his character needs. I do agree it'd be nice to have more, you know, spotlight on him. The problem is that the last time we put spotlight on side characters, we got Superhero, and that movie is dog shit.
You know, I was kind of thinking that we could have, like, this whole arc for Chi-Chi.
Oh, yeah, dude. Chi-Chi, you know... Akira Toriyama, he really just treats the women as objects with no character. For legal reasons, that's a joke. That's something that our old Chi-Chi voice actress said before we got rid of her for being a nasty piece of work.
Why not you just animate some scenes for her?
Oh yeah, she told me that I should animate a whole episode just for Chi-Chi and Bulma, where they go out and do, like, cool things. She's never seen Dragon Ball, by the way. She's never watched any of it. She really did believe that, like, Chi-Chi just hangs around at home and cooks dinner and makes babies. And that Bulma does the same. Bulma fought crabs in the goddamn ocean, okay? I'm just saying. But she'd have no idea about that. Not to mention, I also don't think that, like, forcing the female characters into the spotlight is going to make the show better. If anything, I think it's going to make the show worse. You can flesh them out without making them combatants. For Chi-Chi, though, I do wish she would do a bit more fighting just from time to time, or at least, you know, illustrate that for an Earthling, she's still, like, in the top 10. Maybe top 20. Hey, guy, I got 2 more hours of work, and then I get to go home and drink hot cocoa. That sounds nice. Oh, no, I'm referring to Canon Vegeta more than DBSA Vegeta. Yeah, I know. I'm just talking about how I'm changing things and, like, what I would want from them. I like GT, it could have been legendary, just fix a few things. It's okay to like GT, so I agree with the first statement. It could have been legendary, hard disagree. It was, the writing rots at its very spine. Just fix a few things, yeah, scrap the whole story and redo it. Vegeta coming to terms with being a king and taking that role would have been interesting to explore in canon. Yeah, well, you know, Dragon Ball Super Abridged exists now, so don't worry, I got you back. Oh, by the way, I absolutely love that moment. I think in Season 2, Episode 1, where Saiyan Saga Vegeta comes in. You mean... the last episode, Season 3. What made you think of using that to express his feelings? Let you in on a little secret. So that was episode 10. So that was the previous episode. And the reason for that is because I mean, originally I was going to ask Nick Landis if he wanted to do it, but he never got back to me. Which is sad. But you know, Prince Vegeta is also a fantastic pick. It was between him and Nick. And the reason I want to do that is because I want that's a manifestation of like who Vegeta thinks his ideal self is. It's him before he got absolutely rocked by a lower class warrior. You know, him, the elite, the prince, the one who will inherit the throne of Saiyans. You know, the villain. He believes that these things represent strength, and so his self-doubt that's happened basically on the first episode of every season thus far, where he's had a crash out about it, you know, has resulted in the manifestation of something that's, you know, presents itself as its own entity within his mind. Which all sounds very, you know, but yeah, it's a little bit of that kind of writing, but you know, without that's only if I draw attention to it and I use words like it's his fractured psyche, you know. Just having a visual representation of these self-doubts, I think, is very beneficial for the audience, and also a bit of artistry in the editing as well. Lets Anna show off because he does those scenes. And on top of that, when we get to the Copy Vegeta saga, I want it to be the water there, the goo. What it takes from you, it doesn't make a copy of you. It makes a copy using only your worst traits. And so, it will be this manifestation. So the Copy Vegeta saga is...
spoilers. Whoa.
I've talked about this before. But yeah, that's...
Really?
Yeah, I have. I've mentioned the plans for this. I'm really proud of it. It's not something I really want to hide. We need more human character. We need less characters.
Might as well
There's too
just
many.
animate some human characters.
Yeah, I'll animate, like... I know a human character. Adolf Hitler. We'll get him back in the series. He was in that one movie. Chi-Chi and Bulma go fight a giant crab. That'd be fun. Let's bring back
Hey,
Shadow
Chi-Chi,
Girl
let's,
for the...
let's go to the mall, why don't we, huh?
Let's bring back Shadow Girl for the Chi-Chi arc. Yeah, but who would she voice? Did she think that you made Dragon Ball Super? No, she has no... When she would do her lines for the show, she would send them in video format because she couldn't understand what a WAV file is. She doesn't understand that animation takes work. She's not someone who's ever had to work for anything in her life. One of my favorite stories about her is how she said, I earned my own way through acting college. I was like, wow, those cost like 60, 70 grand, sometimes a term. How'd you afford that? She said, I did an ad for my dad's, like, she did a marketing ad for her dad's firm. I was like, you know, like, an advertisement slot for the actor generally pays about 2 grand at best. Maybe 5 if you're, like, pretty big name. So how'd you get 70k out of it? And she was like, well, I guess I'm just worth that much. And it's like, so what's happened is her dad's paid for her acting school and gone, yep, you know what, honey? Do this little job for daddy. It's not nepotism, I swear. Do this job for daddy and I'll pay you. Oh, look at that. It's exactly enough for a scholarship. You earned it, sweetheart. And she's gone, I earned this. Because she has no idea how much you actually make from voice acting. She's a bit of a nepo baby. Well, I wish her all the best, in spite of her wishing death upon me. But she was quite mean to a lot of people. We've got obviously, I hate to admit it, we got a black guy. I'm sorry. I know you're all going to be disappointed in me. You know, I caved to the DEI hiring. No, but my good friend Josh, he voiced the ship computer in, you know, Broly Abridged, and he also helps me out a lot with art and with writing. Really, he's such a great guy. I mean, Wes knows him from D&D. We love Josh. Josh is a sweetheart. And she would just automatically treat him way better and talk over us just to speak to him directly. And it got to the point that he noticed, and he said, could you stop talking over my friends? And she's like, oh, well, you know, just as a person of color, you just have more interesting things to say. And he said, fuck off, you racist bitch.
Like, oh, Josh, like, crashing out at people is always the best.
He's just so sweet and innocent. Let's see what else we got here. Merry Christmas, Kai. I'd super chat if I could. You became a supporter? Thank you, Mark's Jester. That's really sweet of you. You don't need to give me anything. The worst traits that the character think it's the worst traits are, or the worst traits that is the norm. Yeah, buddy. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Laverick Dimitru. Laverick Dimitru. W Kai Games. Thank you, brothership. Who is she the OG VA for? Bayonetta? Knack. Thank you, guys. She what? Who, me? Merry Christmas. I was obliged to be here. Yes, you were, Malcontent. Oh, W Josh. Josh W. I groan listening to women, or rather, he's spitting stories about her. Yeah, she got some issues. I remember once she was like, listen, I grew up surrounded by, like, it's a proper, like, Book of Boba Fett. I grew up surrounded by waterline. I grew up surrounded by minorities. I lived in Boston. It's like, you lived in a white gated community in Boston. Come on. What's everyone's favorite Christmas film? Die Hard.
I don't know.
Not Christmas with the Cranks 2? Not Gays in Debt?
Well, that's weird.
You don't know Gays in Debt with Macaulay Culkin?
What is that?
Home Alone.
Oh my god, dude.
Yo, holy shit. Fucking Heem with the 20 gifted subs, going for another Benjamin. We got Stickwick, we got Vosh, we got Sparks, Superman, Dislodged Anvil, Hyperbolic Ninja, Triple E, Mystic Bulbasaur, J. Cruz, Void Baser, Zach Hallman, Deadbeat Dan, Norbert Hajdu, what else we got? Isaac T, Cody Brown, Abyssal Renegade, Thomas SJR, and Leroy Kazama. That's so cool. He got Hyperbolic. He got like so many regulars just all in one go.
Yeah, that's like actually a crazy pull.
Stickwick, Vash, Superman, Hyperbolic Ninja, and Mystic Bulbasaur. That's insane. Yay, I can say slurs now. That's right, guys. If you become a member of the Kai Games channel, Josh will give you his half of the N-word pass. He is a half and half. You know, he's also, as he loves this term, he's also Latinx, so he can only give you... He's got the first half. It's the good half. Oh, man. He pulled some iconics. Yeah, he got some commanders for his deck. My brother got in a car accident 14 hours away. That's terrible. I hope he's okay. And the OG plan was to drive all the way to get him, and drive back. Then I came up with the idea to go via airplane to rent a car, then drive back. Wow. Oh, wow. Well, good on you if you managed to get him and save Christmas. I hope he's okay. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
I can't read that full name. Mitch? With 50! I don't know if I can read all these, man. I gotta go widescreen with this. Oh!
Testes? What?
Michael Testani! J-Dot. Zorsha and her Pharaoh. Oh, okay. Zenvarak. Squidard. Albert Twitch Wiggler. Albert Twitch Wiggler! Golden King. Ozpato. Weavis. King Snoops. God of Misplay. Green-Eyed Psycho. Green Deck! He got one for the green deck! Just Digibby. Critical. I don't fuck what to put. I don't fucking know what to put here. Yeah, put here. Thomas Slam Jason. Jason Maskery. Teetering Peaks. Das Bush. JJ Hale. Esley Plays Books. Brandon Ethribu. Jay the Real McCoy. Guys, it's Zach. Venom. Venom. Jayden Stewart. Reese's. Oh god, it's still going. Chan's got one. I see him there. He got one. Oh, thank you, Michael. I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna find the rest.
Joe Hugo.
Joe Hugo. Somno Original. He's only got a bruise. He is so fucking lucky. Like, this was a wreck that broke the car completely. The axle shattered. I don't even want to think about the force. Oh, man. I'm so glad he's okay. Friendo Samo, Darren Brown, Vosperia, It's Cloud YouTube, Luke the Game 4, Crisscross87, Myron Korenberg, Somty Jess Studios, Chance Wright VA, of course, our baby boy who plays Piccolo, Oolong, Champa, whole bunch of other characters. Beast King Flazex, Toff Cookie, M Black Kid, Brain Rage,
Nice.
Mango Tango, Oof's Gaming Channel. He got a mod. He did. He got Chance. He got Mario Master. Zero Rules. Mario Master. Let's go. X Astral Body. Where are we? Sorensic. Speedy the Unsilent, Niter Frost, Ladle, and I think that's all of them. And then he puts in a 50!
Oh my God.
Jesus! Been enjoying the Super Bridge so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else you make. Merry Christmas, Kai. Thank you, Michael Testani. I am gonna keep working on it. It is people like you that keep the lights on, stop me from getting a real job, and let me make the series at the rate at which I make it. So thank you. You are indeed the GOAT. Wow. The rest of you should be ashamed for not also donating 50. I'm just saying, alright? It's Christmas. I mean...
Yep.
Alright, Wes. Donate.
Okay.
How much money you got in that wallet, boy?
Let's see. How do I donate?
No, don't actually. You need your money.
It'd be funny if I did, though.
Yeah, screw normal jobs. Yeah. It's blow and hand only. Maybe some thigh. Don't at him begging for a membership. You don't get out of here. How dare you? You get a 10-second timeout. You think about what you've done. 10 whole seconds of reflection. Few men can survive.
I've got you for 10 seconds. 10 seconds of reflection.
$50 to me is like 1/8 of my pay. $50 to me is currently about... Let's see, let's count these. 50, there's 20 gifted there. It's 40% of my pay. Thank you for the gift membership. I'm not
50
worthy.
is 90% of
It's
my monthly
Zorsha and her pharaoh. Please tell me the origin of your username. I want to know. I'm begging you. In return for your gifted membership, I command thee, explain why you're called Zorsha and her pharaoh. Please tell me you have, like, a husband who's big into Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh. Everyone else got one? The next guy after you, Brother Ship, does not have a green name, man. Like, the dude was generous enough to donate twice. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, but what about Masked Anime? Come on, man. Like, thanks for the $100. But what about
never had a
Masked Anime? 10 seconds in the mirror, 10 seconds staring at the puddle in the rain, 10 seconds stood out in the rain with Goku while he tries to lick up the rain droplets, staring ominously into the sky. Have a heart for masked anime. Zorsha is my girlfriend and former belly dancer. I knew there was lore. And I look like an Egyptian pharaoh when I sleep. Yes, I knew there was deep lore. Thank you. Thank you. You're my hero.
This is like insane. I don't know how to take this.
Well, there's too much green. I can't tell who they didn't gift a membership to. The ones who aren't.
The ones left behind.
The rapture
After
just
the
happens.
rapture.
His sins.
The weight of your heresy will stay your feet.
If anyone gets masked anime, I will not play a game of your suggestion. You can put one on the permanent ban list. He's like the inverted Ben card. I find your terms acceptable. No, Michael! Phil, Brandon Thompson, Halo Pona. Let's see who else we got. Presumptive, Crawl, Howling Rex, Kawayuki, Ads Attack, I Like Burritos, Achilles Gaming, no relation, Ekusu Ape, I'm just a 6 sting guy, Noodle the Troll, enjoy the reading, fuck you, Stormcrow, EC15, JC, by the way, Veyrin, Devon Berman, Unoriginal Geo, Eggs with Bugs, Simple Soldier 007, SSJ Chum, Kiatro, Erinali, Hellgrind, Mark Baker, Neosonic Hype 6pen, Gicko, Bexan, LeBlanc, Mutilities, Alpufa, Cake Goku, Mr. Notai, yep, Trevor Neal, Bryken of Avarice, Zenkai Legacy, Sart66, Real Jaros, Rutvik Fatak, Shit Genetics, Wiz of Minecraft, Fulios, Sergeant Charles, Reckless Caution, Cameron Ordath, Nanif, Anbon, Captain Soapbox, and Zaki Bounce. He didn't get masked anime. Oh my god, dude, Shit Genetics is such a great username. That's got to be like one of the best debuff cards. That's going to be one of those cards where you play it and like that's more than 13 people. So true. Why did Kai ban your last account? Have I banned someone forever? You banned me. Ah, well, why would you say that? Now you've admitted to ban evading. Holy shit, you got Steven Z Killer, Wes! That dude's got like 350 subs or 350,000 subs or something. He banned me for a little bit. What did you can't. What'd you do?
You out for asking.
What did you do?
You have 10 seconds.
Oh wait, are you the person I timed out for 10 seconds?
No,
but
that's someone else, I reckon.
Yeah, that was on the same account. Honesty is the best policy. Yeah, and confess to your sins, and we may forgive them. I will put it to the council.
The Christmas Council.
Master's on the Epstein list. I think I was a little reckless and may have said something a little offensive.
Well, it can't be too bad. What did you say? This is your one pass. Go on,
Are
say
you the
it.
guy? No, it can't be you because that guy had loads of different accounts. You guys are great. Love your work. Love your support. I was bricking trains before.
Weren't we all, brother?
No, that was masked because he was. That's true. And yes, Charles, someone did pull you. It was Michael. He may have pulled a slur on a whoopsie daisy. It's just a little racial slur. No big... Come on, guys. We've all said a little bit every once in a while, you know? Like, just to vent out a bit
I
of
think
steam.
the issue was wasn't a channel member, so didn't get the pass.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. You need to be a channel member to be able to say slurs. 99% of all black people approve of green name people in my chat saying the N-word. YouTube, I should clarify, has a 0% approval rating on that, so don't do it. Oh,
Anyone
my
who's
God.
green and says a slur will be retired.
Green and retired. Your Honor, my client committed nothing more than a little oopsie daisy. It wasn't a racial slur. It was a comment on your PNG character and voice. This must have been a long time ago, because I don't remember this. Or it was like last week. I also
Are you a
wouldn't remember
PNG
that.
tuber?
No. I've got, like, the little PNG on my profile picture, you know? Don't tempt me.
Oh, that slur.
I'm being threatened by Vash. Alright, let's try and do some actual work. Your Honor, how could it be a hate crime if my client enjoyed doing it? Was back in March. Oh, dude, that's like ancient history. I won't even remember it.
You can play nice, but I'm onto you.
Crime of passion, not hate.
Shut up.
People of Universe 7, I wish to declare my wish forces can
No, there we go.
support their population.
Goku's little angry face in the background. He's so cute. Your Honor, if the defendant didn't want to get diddied, then why didn't she have a greater strength score?
Oh my god.
With stats like those, she was asking for it, Your Honor.
If you didn't want it... Actually, I shouldn't say that. Never mind.
Your Honor, my client could not have gotten in that bar fight. As you know, you are what you eat. My client's a pussy.
Poverty,
cool.
starvation,
Me listing off my favorite things I want for Christmas.
poverty, starvation.
Good.
I need to catch up on the last two episodes. I want them to build up. The last two, that means you missed the season finale? Bro got to, like, the episode before and went, you know what? I want Frieza to win. I'm gonna turn it off. The reason I didn't get a membership was because I wasn't allowing it. They came to your house with a membership and you said no. It's literally been like 4 months. Oh. It was a simple button. Maybe don't commit hate crimes. Yeah, he didn't like me because of my appearance, guys.
I like the legal advice in chat, you know? This is some good stuff.
I think my chat are full of lawyers. Really, really bad lawyers. Oh, yeah, Heem is correct. It is random, and it's between all subscribers with a bit of a bias towards the ones that actually watch and engage. So, you're competing with 50,000 people.
I am surprised that I haven't shown up yet.
Yeah, me too. We're not making another children's gambling den though, right? Like,
No, not. Surely not.
no, we wouldn't.
Could we?
Maybe a little. Just a small children's gambling den
teensy.
couldn't hurt.
Just put a bite.
Only a spoonful.
Poverty.
Well, I've got a ladle.
Poverty. Poverty.
I will be right back. I might have to get going shortly.
Alright. Dad's going out to get milk, guys. Kai, what are your thoughts on Dragon Ball abridged by Gunchpot? I spoke to Gunchpot on his stream at one point. He seems like an alright guy. His voice acting needs a little work, as do all the voice actors in it. His writing is also a bit, it's a bit hit or miss. I gave him like a full bunch of feedback on it. You know, he did put a lot of hard work into it. I know he's putting a lot of hard work into the second episode as well, and I have a lot of respect for him. So, you know, that's the thing about these things, right? Is like, overall, the quality is going to be, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, right? Like, I can give feedback on the quality, and I can, you know, tear into it, and I can go into every little detail on what's wrong with it. But the reason I respect Gunchpot so much is that he has a real drive to improve. He's working on improving. He takes feedback really well, better than I do. And he's got a lot of, like, passion and hard work that he does put into it. You know, he gets a lot of respect out of me for that. And I don't often think hard work should be warranted, you know, should be warranted its praise on its own. But when you have that much dedication, it's something to be proud of. Somebody's doing the original Dragon Ball? Yes, a channel called Gunchpot. It's worth looking at. I wouldn't rate the first episode very highly, but I'm interested to see the improvement that he's planning on making, because he got a lot of feedback on the first episode, and he's taken a lot of it to heart and was quite humble about it. Me, I'm terrible with feedback, right? I know it's important. I know that, like, I should listen to people, and I do, and I really do my best. But at the same time, my ego gets in my way so much, you know? Because, I mean, I've been writing for about 12 years. I've been voice acting for 13, you know? So I know that I'm very, very good at these things, but that doesn't mean I'm perfect. And I do sometimes make mistakes. Like, for example, one that still haunts me to this day is reshuffling scenes to improve the pacing in episode 1. And, oh, where'd chat go? I think chat crashed. I hope I'm still here. I've got chat open in a different... Okay. No, I can't... I can see you! I can see you, Vash! Don't you... No! 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 I've opened it again on browser. He's that guy from the Mario movie, voiced by Jack Black. The Abridged Awards coming soon, hosted by Patrick Stewart. I wish. I love Patrick Stewart. Well, I don't love anything he's been in lately, but I think he's great. Excuse me. But yeah, no, so my ego tends to get in my own way because I think, no, I know what I'm talking about, and the average YouTube commenter isn't going to, but they can actually be insightful in ways that I overlook. And sometimes they do just know better than me. I have no way of knowing what someone else's skill is, so when I'm confident in my own skill, I always assume myself to know more. Have a good Christmas, Stickwick. But, you know, in regards to what I was talking about before, there was one scene that I reshuffled. I reshuffled when Beerus and Whis were talking about where Goku is, and so Whis goes, he's on North Kai's planet. And this was before Goku had left in the episode, because I'd moved the scene of him leaving and that scene and swapped them round to improve the pacing. And so it created a continuity error. A minor one, you know. You could just say that it's, like, not a linearly told story and get over it, but it is a flaw. And, like, I could just say, oh, no, I just wanted to, like, make it, like, information asynchronous, or, that's not the word, but you get what I mean. Asynchronous, I think? Oh. OBS is having problems. Said something crashed. I think it's just the chat dock.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, I've reopened the chat dock and now it's okay. Now it's working. We still hear and see. That's the important thing. Yeah. OBS always has problems. Yeah, it does a little bit. But, you know, I used to respond to, like, all of the comments, and it was because I wanted to, like, engage with people. The problem is I would engage with people who weren't there for engagement. They were there to just shit on it because it was not like TFS. And I figured, oh, well, I can just convince them, you know, that sort of thing. I can just talk them through it and explain myself and justify it. And it's like the art should speak for itself. The people who are going to dislike it are going to dislike it. Just let them go. All right? You can't win everybody over. And you shouldn't win people over by forcing the truth on them. You should let them discover it for themselves in their own time if they ever want to. And I think that shift in perspective for me really helped me out a lot. And it's a shame it came so late, you know. I'm a very ego-driven creature.
Yeah, like, once you realize that episode 1 is just the best and everything else is kind of dookie in a microwave, you know, it all just...
Well, it was only the
clear
episodes with that Chi-Chi voice actress in it, really.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh my god, those comments are so funny. She got her friends and sister to leave a bunch of comments after I fired her for misconduct. Which, by the way, for context on Shadow Girl, I didn't want to get rid of her, right? I was like, yeah, she's a bit rude sometimes and a bit mean to people, but, like, she's harmless, you know? It's that over half the cast complained, and people outside the cast complained. That is how much of a problem she became. God, there are so many stories about her. And this is in contrast to Morley, who, you know, Morley was the old voice actress for Bulma. Fantastic voice actress. Oh my god, her Bulma is perfect. We had issues, me and her. We butted heads a lot. We have very strong personalities. And she really didn't like... She was one of those people who she'd make a mistake and you'd kind of tease her about it and then she would lose it, you know? She could not handle being teased. Criticized? She's alright half the time. But teased or disagreed with, she could not deal with it, you know? But she was never, like, harmful to anybody else. You know, she was never mean-spirited or rude. And I still have a lot of respect for her as an actress. I'm still in projects with her. I just don't talk to her or associate with her. But I do wish her all the best. With Shadow Girl, I mean, I don't wish her any ill. But anytime anyone is... If anyone ever came up to me and said, could you give me a reference for her? I'd say, yes, pick somebody else. She is not... Like, not Bulma, sorry. Morley was at least fun to work with sometimes, and professional, and got things done. With Shadow Girl, it was like pushing a, you know, square boulder up a mud hill. You know? Just... not fun to work with. And you can hear this in her performance as well. Like, you take... we spent ages, and it got to the point where I just said, okay, look, that's good enough. I'll just deal with it being a bit of a bad take. Didn't say that to her, obviously, but in the first episode that Chi-Chi's in, where she turns around and she's got the fire in her eyes, just, we were there for so long, where it's just like, you gotta put projection into it. No, you gotta have power in your voice. No, project your voice more. No, sound angular. You gotta like, because, you know, when you do a take like that, I'm gonna flick this on. You know, you're really angry, someone's just pissed you off, you turn around in a rage, you wanna go, "Ah!" like that, you know? And she was just going, "Ah! Ah!" It's like, it had no power to it at all. Just, and with Cade, yeah, she would just be like, with Cade has a similar problem where he delivers something a certain way and then he gets stuck with that in his head. It's like, if he upwardly inflects, he will always upwardly inflect. You cannot get him to go down. The difference is that he'd be like, man, I'm really sorry, I'm going to try again, I'm going to do my best, sort of thing. You know, he'd take the feedback, he'd listen to it, and he would try. With her, you'd be like, okay, I don't want it like that, I want it like this. And she'd go, I prefer how I did it. It's like, but how you did it, it's not a matter of taste. You need to sound angry, and you sound constipated. It's like, I think you just don't understand the genius of my delivery. It's like, I've been a voice actor for 13 years. I've been directing for 3. I do know that you are just being shit. I'm aware. You're an actor, follow the instructions of the director. See, I've always been encouraged people to be like, hey, if you come up with like a better way of doing something, you want to give it a go, give it a go. That's absolutely fine. But ultimately, if I say no, I say no. You know?
Yeah, we do that all the time.
Yeah, I say no to Wes all the time. He's crap.
Oh, yeah. And I keep pushing buttons.
Yep. Anyway. It is what it is. She, bit of a textbook narcissist and doesn't have the, you know, cerebral capacity to back it up. Merry Christmas, Anna. It's nice to see you in chat as well. Can't win over nostalgia. That's the thing, right? There are going to be certain people that will never ever like what I make, regardless of how good it is, just because it's not TFS. It's the nature of the beast, I don't care. Question about Gunch leads to just straight up... Question about Gunch leads to just straight up voice acting? What?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Gotta learn to roll the punches, you know, I'll get jaw-lead. You're my ho. Ho-ho. Me talking to the bird Pokemon I'm about to have intercourse with.
Poverty. Starvation.
Got a notification on a gifted membership, so whoever gifted a membership, thanks. That was Michael. He met... Oh, wait, no. Steven was Wes. Steven was Wes. Hello, Steven Z. Steven Z Killer. Wesley got you. He donated 1. You know, we had Michael giving 50, then, you know, we had Aheem with 20, and then Wes comes in and goes, you can have 1. And it's Mr. Steven Z Killer himself. That's what we call him in the UK,
That
Steven
was for
Z
you.
Killer.
That's what we say here too in Canada.
It's nice to see you in chat, Stephen. I think the last time I heard speak of your name was, I think you did a reaction video to the Broly movie? So it's been a while.